What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? So I had to make a brief video about this. It may not be brief because I can be fucking streaming for hours, 6 hours to be exact for this one video. Um, I know that title's out of pocket. I'm only mad at Jay-Z because what he did to Drake when he took away Lil Wayne's lifetime opportunity just to be petty towards Drake because Drake didn't want to sign the fucking title. So anytime I get to shit on this dude, sorry for being so blunt, I'm going to because, bro, it's Lil Wayne. Put your petty beef. He didn't want to sign the title. He signed Apple. Drake was the first artist on Apple Music to be signed, and it's been up since then. So everyone knows with a brain, like, yo, Jay-Z knew that Kendrick had a song, so he put on the biggest stage to make a statement. And now, what, 2 years later, still back in the #1 spot. All that for nothing, just to say, ha ha ha, this will happen to him. And also, Jay-Z's on Epstein Files. It's not a PDF file. Same thing trying to call Drake. He's actually documented to be on the Epstein Files. Now, do I think he did anything? No, I'm not stupid. I'm just playing their game. Their game is any allegation is true, right? So, Jay-Z's allegation is true, right? Right? I mean, common sense will say, hey, just because someone knew who Epstein was doesn't mean they actually participated in any activity. They were just in close proximity. That's common sense. But in this world where people hate you, or even if they don't hate you, they just heard a rumor, people believe it. So I'm just playing their game because I don't really believe anyone actually did anything until I see actual proof. It's like if you were friends with a killer and the killer kills somebody and people blame you for being the killer, and you'll be like, I didn't know he was a killer. I didn't predict that. I didn't know that was going on. But because you knew them, people are going to say you're guilty by association, right? So Jay-Z, as far as I know, is guilty by association. Now, moving on. Ak just covered his Roots Picnic freestyle. It's cool to hear a whole... let me stop acting like I'm not Unc. I grew up in the Hove era. I got Allure. I got a few whole favorites downloaded on my YouTube Premium, so let's be real. I forgot about his reign, of course, because it's been so long, but I remember when I was into it for real, like everyone else, because he was the hottest at the time. Shout out to DMS, shout out to everyone else who had their own reign as well. But of course, I enjoyed the reign Jay-Z had because he was just a nigga at that time.
Maybe we send out a tweet. Maybe, yeah, you know what? Let's hit the mainstream. It's all good. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Oh, you know, timestamps.
I'll tell you who the people who seem to fall on this side is: the Tories, is the ACT, is the Drake.
What do you say about Tory Lanez?
By the way, that was always going to be a tough sell. Trying to sue a lawyer for defamation, given the fact that they could always run back to, oh no, it's because niggas realized there's some weirdo parties that was happening there, and you didn't want to be involved with that.
Speak about weirdo parties. I saw that man Diddy sex tape, him and 50 Cent baby mama. Disgusting, man. Disgusting, man.
And not saying you necessarily had the weirdo parties, but all the weirdos was at your party. So you stopped. He's directly addressing that, and he's addressing Kanye. So he's saying, yo, if you heard about whatever, my kids, some of them, they're talented.
I'm not watching all this shit. Anyway, all I'm going to say is this. For as much smoke as Jay-Z and the powers that be that have for Drake, I hope it comes back 10 times fold. I look at Drake as the Avatar, or I look at Drake as a Goku of the situation. He went 1v20, right? People just clearly ignored his disses and focused on what they thought was popular because they had more ad dollars behind it. They had more radio play. They had more everything, right? It's a power of perception. That's what happens. It's called marketing. They're using more marketing tools on him to devalue Drake or make him look like he lost. But everyone will say, oh, he lost. So I will say, name 2 lines from any of Drake's disses. Name 2 lines. They can't because they went for what they thought was popular. Just human shit. Um, so I look at, like I said, I look at Jay-Z. Drake is Goku. He went against Kendrick, right? By perception, he lost. By bars, he did not lose. But people will wait like 5 or 10 years from now and be like, "Oh, actually, Jake did some really good. Oh shit!" But people care about what other people think, right? Now, Jay-Z is like I would say Omega Shenron. Like he's a dude that's sitting in the back. You know, it's not like he's not beatable. It's just that he thinks he's the king of this rap stuff, even though Drake just surpassed him, right? So he's gonna come back, and I think my prediction is he's gonna get caught out there. People are gonna see a weakness because Jay-Z doesn't post on Instagram. He don't do nothing. He literally just stays quiet in the background and pretend like he's this almighty Drake genius that cannot be touched. Just like Drake has a weakness, you have a weakness, Jay. You have a weakness too. And when it gets exploited, don't say nothing. When people find out things about Beyonce they never found out before, don't say nothing. All this exposing stuff is fun until the rabbit got the gun. So I cannot wait to see how this plays out. I hope they start dissing each other back and forth. I hope Drake smells blood and gets his lick back. This is going to be a generational run of content for a lot of people. I'm trying to get down on it because why the hell not? I'm a damn spectator just like you. And I am from Brooklyn, so I grew up listening to hip hop my entire life for the most part. Even though I make a lot of Afro beats, I make Afro beats because the music ain't the same like it used to be. Afro beats is more fun. But with that being said, I cannot wait to Drake get his lick back for real. I think people are saying like, oh, when you mentioned Jay-Z, it's like him clicking the bait, like whisper my name. He took the bait. Now he's out here showing his ass. I honestly think Jay-Z is out here trying to make sure people are not focused on the Epstein File. So I'm gonna keep popping it up. If I went to this concert in the Bronx, I have a big ass on Epstein File. I mean, I shouldn't be a stand like that. I do want justice though. How the hell are you gonna deny Lil Wayne of his hometown? Lil Wayne of his hometown for a fucking midget where niggas don't even play his shit like that unless you're in some fucking basement somewhere with a bunch of weed smokers and boom bap heads who liked how that shit used to sound back then. So Kendrick is like shut the fuck. There's so many good boom bap rappers out there. Shout out to Benny the Butcher. What's a Butcher? Benny the Butcher. Shout out to fucking Jadakiss. Bald head dude with the bunny, whatever his name is. Him acting at it. He's a good fucking rapper. These dudes rap the way they think they should rap. But they call it hip hop purists. People who just like it how it used to be. Shut the fuck up. Like, everyone has the taste of vanilla ice cream. Some people like Neapolitan. Some people like grape nut. Some people like chocolate. Like, you can't tell everyone to listen to the same thing you prefer. Because you have those options already. You just prefer to be the top option. We got battle rap. Battle rap is pure bars. Listen to battle rap. I grew up on Smack DVD. That's pure bars. That's pure double, quadruple entendres. Witty lyrics. You just want it in the forefront for your own ego. Popular music appeals to everybody. Not just your motherfucking ass. What don't you understand about that? If you're making a dance record, the dance record will make people dance. The dance record is not full of bars, so you can be like, I'm dancing to a double entendre. You can do that if you want to. There's people out there who do try to mix the two, bars with dance music. But if you're trying to let loose, you're looking for easy lyrics to digest. Drake has both. Easy lyrics, McDonald's lyrics, as they say, pop. Then he has bars. You ignore the bars because you want to put them in the category so bad. I don't understand how people can hate so much. My hate is fake. I don't really hate Jay-Z. I could still listen to his old stuff like, yo, I remember that around that time in my life. And I'm just being petty. But some people really hate this dude like because he doesn't represent what you want. Look, as a matter of fact, people hate Trump. People hate Obama. Like, hate. Pure vitriol like they know him personally. Media. It's the fucking media. A lot of people don't have discernment. They don't understand that this is all manufactured. They think this is personal, like you know these people personally. You don't know these people personally, but I have to keep remember not everyone has the same brain as me. I understand when I hear propaganda. I'm not saying that I don't fall for propaganda myself here and there, because I do. I've been brainwashed like majority of people in this earth, on this world. But now that I'm aware, I'm like, oh my gosh, the narrative. You know, media is all about narrative control. Even if they mean well, they still have to control the narrative. That's like saying, like, all right, boom, you know. I'm going to talk about myself. Let's say myself. I know I'm a good person. I know I never have some ill intention toward anybody. Never in my life. I've always welcomed people with open arms, assuming, you know, they're good people. So when someone says something bad about me, I would assume they were like, well, we know his character personally. This person is a cool dude. He's always been the same person. He never changed. But it hurts when the people start believing these rumors like, yo, you know me. You know I never did anything to you. So why are you believing these rumors? So that means that when I hear a bad rumor about me, despite the fact that I thought my character should speak alone, I still have to do work and control the narrative. Because narratives are so powerful, it will bring down someone's whole life work in seconds if they hear a bad narrative. Because people don't have the mindset that, you know what, let me think for myself. I understand what's being said, but let me go from my own experience. Let me see if what they're saying matches up with my experience. People don't do that. They just accept what they heard and that's it. I understand if it's strangers, cool, but it could be people personal. So you could be your own family members who you could say something bad about. I mean, someone says something bad about them, and I will assume because you're family, be like, no, 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 I know this person. There's no way in hell. I'm pretty sure they had a reason. But people will straight up believe the most negative stuff about you immediately. Immediately, sorry. I mean, because I know bad news travel faster than good news. But it's a shame that we in this world where people still don't understand to think twice. Okay, this person's acting erratic. Find out why. Find out both sides of the goddamn story. It's not always about this person is evil. They fit the switch and now they're evil. That's it. Why is that so hard to understand? It's I think people understand when until it happens to you. When someone questions your character, you know you've been consistent for so long. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Anyway, I'm going on a rant right now. I'm just going around. I'm just upset. This is more about human nature more than anything else.